So, welcome to another episode of Chipping Away. Now, we're really excited with this one. We've got Mark from MH Treecare. This video has been kindly sponsored by AMW.Visuals. AMW.Visuals create social media content, marketing,
videography,
cinematography,
pretty much an all-round package for anyone looking for someone to look after their social media for their business. If you want to take that, there is also a promo code at the moment. So if you enter GTT26 on any inquiry to AMW.Visuals, you will get 20% off over your first 2 months of content.
For a magical company to work with.
So before I did tree care, I was an engineer working for a welding company. When I was like 18, 19, I've always been around trees work. Used to do timber at weekend. So my uncle did tree work on the land. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, you fell in a big oak tree, like, wow, this is exciting. And that's how I fell into it kind of
Big
thing.
chainsaws or that.
Yeah, chainsaws, etc. From there, I even need to clear some trees. So I was like, sweet, I'll do it. And he taught me how to fell some trees. And I was like, yeah, this is cool.
And what age is this?
This was like when I was probably about
7.
No, well, that's the thing. When it was like 8, I was like, never. You would never let me touch a chainsaw, never. Until I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
And then it built up around that kind of thing. And then before you know it, you think, oh, I want to do this at the weekend. So you buy your own chainsaw. In one of the older tree stores, just why are you buying a chainsaw? Because I was on the farm working at weekends doing a bit. He says, oh, I like cutting timber. You know, that's how it all falls into it.
Just pure love of doing
it. Just pure love it. And then you get to so I was 16, 17, I got me on chainsaws. And he gave me his chainsaw pants and it was drowning me, you know. Those thick leather pants, and just like
proper old school.
And it was middle of summer, you're like sweating when
I'll wear them anyway.
Yeah, wear them, got a chainsaw jacket and the gloves on, and I think like, wow, this is like, you sure you want to do this? Like, yeah, sweet. So then when I got driving, I done my driving, got my license, I had a pickup truck. I was like, I can sell timber, I can sell logs. So my uncle's old Ford Major with a log splitter one was like Frankenstein split one with a ram on it, just pushed the lever back in two, and started doing timber. I was like, well, okay, so how much should I sell it for? I was like, I don't have a clue. You know what I mean? I was using diesel on the tractor, was like red diesel. I didn't know the prices back then of it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, no worries, cheers, uncle. You know what I mean? Yeah, just keep putting it in. Crack on. Yeah. I was like, okay.
£10 a ton.
Yeah. I was like, pickup truck was like, I think it was like, back then it was like 50 quid. And you just get like, when people say, how much volume is it? I was like, oh, it's 50 quid. Then one evening I was like, emptied the pickup truck and put like a ton bag there. I was filling over a ton bag and a half. I was like, so basically it was 50 quid to get a really good deal for a ton bag and a half. So I went from there really, and then just built up my stuff and then quit my real job. That was the most scariest thing I ever done. Like just quitting my real job. I set up MH Treecare. I had no money behind me. I had 850 quid in my bank, and I had the missus, a baby and everything I'd pay for. I'm like, I need to push my business that this has got to work. I quit my job with like nothing behind me. And I had but over the time when I was building up, I bought a transit with me with the job from the money while I used to work full time. That transit was the max ever transit, 287,000. You know what I mean? That was like, wow, this has been to the moon and back. Yeah. I remember like going to jobs and I put some greedy boards on the sides, painted them green. Got my wife got those little printing machines. Do your labels and everything. And we put a little logo, was like stuck in. I was like, my name's in the van.
I made it.
I made it. MH Treecare. But we couldn't. The machine broke, so we only had one sign on the right side door and the driver's side door.
Yeah. So you always had to park on the road.
So that's the thing. So like, I remember like going to jobs like, oh, best park here, so it doesn't look like it's just there's not like, oh, this guy's just turning the trend. There's no sign. There's no chase about this guy. We don't know if it goes wrong. I mean, there's no number, there's no name. But yeah, I went from that, and then it's just kind of. You do a job, you plant a seed, the next one say, oh, can you come and do this hedge cutting for me?
I bet the early days from your engineering background probably helped you with a 278,000 mile transit. You could fix these things with the brakes. That's the thing. So like, I
remember having this van, I was like, God, that's ready for scrapyard. I was like, yeah, but it's a cheap van. It cost me $2,500. Yeah. The engine works. I went to look at it. It needed alternator belt. It needed diesel pump filter changing. You know what I mean? And limped it along. Yeah. And okay, like you full the van's full of load of logs and timber and chip and stuff, and you're like, it's blowing up black smoke. The van's cutting out lights. You're like,
but it's doing a job for you, though.
But it's doing a job.
It's a workhorse.
It's a workhorse. And then I bought a Jenkson's 540 chipper.
Yeah.
That cost me £4,000 off for other tree surgeon, who was literally next door to us up the road. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing my own thing." He's like, looked at me.
Should have
We've got my transit van there, I mean, greedy balls and tires.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and then like about 6 months, I was like, I wish I never saw that chipper. I was like, done me well. Then, and then you like go from there, and you like you towing the old chip's like weigh like 1,200 kilos, and you're winging it. You know, you got like
full loaded chip.
You got a chipper weighing 1,200 kilos, and this is before
50 mile up a hill.
Yeah, that's that's before they like scrap the license to tow a trailer.
Yeah,
you're like, I'd be fine. Just crack on. You know, went from there really.
Yeah. What's the story of the Golf?
So the Golf, when I got furloughed, I don't like sitting about.
Yeah.
At home.
So this is
the tinkering. This is like
the engineer
before MH Treecare even the name was about. So
this is coronavirus.
This is like coronavirus time. So I got furloughed.
Yeah.
And I didn't like sitting about at home. I always did stuff in the yard, messing about. And then my Golf was like always my baby. You know what I mean? It's like when you're youngster, like 19, 18.
Or Golf GTI.
Yeah, Golf GTI. You just like
I had 5
you just to dream about the side of like the boy racer car and stuff like, you know. But
always start with your 1.45 door Golf.
Yeah.
1.45 door. Then as you get a bit older, then you can move on to 3 door. Then you end up with the South African GTI without the red eye.
Yeah. That's
because you can't. The 2 litre, which actually was slower than a 1 litre Fiat, but you got it
that's
anyway.
The thing, like, so
the GTI wheels.
I got this the Volkswagen. Some guy was going to scrap it. I was like, whoa! I buy it off here. Give him like I think it was like £1,000 for it. It was like because you're not going to get that scrap. So I just said it was like ABS sensor. This and that's going to cost. So I did all that. And got on the road, and then I took it off the road, and then obviously I got furloughed. I was like, right, I'm going to do it up. So I put a new clutch in it. I spent so much quid, and I was like, I can't afford to buy anything else. So I was like, right, let's go back to the logs, do some logging. And then ever since then, from the logs,
it's grown.
Then I've not got time to do my hobbies.
Yeah.
And then it's still sat there in bits. 5 years, 6 years later, you know what I mean? It's still the same. It's still in the same axle. The tires, like the tires, are all corroding. It's like you just get it spirals, and
that just shows how busy you've been, though.
Is it British Racing green, or is it another colour? But it's just gone green.
No, it is. Yeah, it is. And it's a Wolfpack edition one, so it's a limited edition. I'm like looking and go, I need to get a sort. I need to get in the shower. But it's just
business
time, money, evolved, family, lifestyle.
So married,
2 kids,
running your own business,
run my own business, up at, you know.
So where are you located, and where do you predominantly work? Would you say?
So we're, as you search us on Google, MH Treecare. We're based in Congleton. We're well known in Congleton, but we cover all Northwest now. We've pretty much gone from like just covering Congleton, and going all of Cheshire East. And then commercial jobs come to us and say, oh, can you go over to Blackpool? You're like, yeah, sure, no worries. You know what I mean? Housing associations, they send us here, Rochdale and Barnsley. It becomes a network with the motorways, highways. If you've got the connections or the link boards, it all links together. Within like 45 minutes, you can be in Chester.
Yeah.
You can be in North Wales, Manchester. It is good. People moan about it, but for businesses, its network is good. Because you're flying all over.
Really good.
It's really good, actually. Like Cheshire, I feel like Cheshire East and everything has got a good network on the roads. So it does help us as business to get about.
Yeah.
And that's why there's people like, we said, I came up with my name was my initials.
Yeah.
Just because MH Treecare can be anywhere in the Northwest.
Yeah.
It's not, MH Congleton.
Yeah. Which puts you in that bracket.
It's just puts you in that bracket, doesn't it?
People
Small
go,
bracket.
well, they're down there, they're not going to come all the way.
Yeah, that's the thing, but we go anyway.
Say, oh, we've got a job here, and you go, okay, great.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's where it goes.
Yeah,
that's where it goes.
Doors.
It's
opens
good.
a lot of doors.
So I wanted to talk to you about it. So as a business, we are, myself and Rich, we're big advocates of you guys, what you guys do, and we recognise what you do as well. So we came into our business with the understanding that these guys work extremely hard and give us their byproduct, which you do.
But it starts with.
But
with
what
what
does it look like for Mark from when he wakes up in the morning to when he finishes at night? Give us your day.
So my day revolves around, say, my alarm sets for 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Goes off. I'm straight. My phone comes in my hand at 5:30 in the morning. I'm spending 10 minutes on my phone in bed.
Not TikTok.
job cards, WhatsApp messages to the group chat to the lads so they know what spec they're doing today, etc. From there. And then the kids sometimes. My wife, God bless my wife, she's amazing. She does the kids runs in the morning because I'm too busy on the tree game. It'd be lovely to get off the tools like one day a week sometimes just to take the kids to school. Yeah. But running the tree game, you got equipment to load up, you got vans to go out. There's so much goes into it. So I leave the house, so 5:30, get up. Sometimes the kids wake up, so you get them dressed before you go work. Yep. Sometimes when I says, I want my breakfast. Right, okay, I'm not looking, thinking it's 5:45.
But they need the breakfast, don't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. They need the breakfast, and you're like, right, you get them sorted. Yeah. But my wife does a lot of that as well because I'm out the door for like 5:45, 6:30 most days. I need to get out because I need to be at the yard for like at least 7:15. Lads get there for 7:30, but sometimes I'm getting to the yard like 7:45. I'm late because I've just juggling everything else and then I'm sorting out emails and sorting out getting back to people because like it's such a juggle. Then you do your day's work, you get to the job, spec can change, so you got to figure that side out off. Yeah. Or there's a telephone wire what you didn't see. Yeah. We haven't got ring yet. Right, what are we going to do? We're going to have to figure something out. And then, you do all that. You do your day. Chainsaw needs sharpening from the next day. You just so many factors. Oil, grease the chipper. Keep on top of that. Make sure the vans are working correctly. Falls into part like someone needs a new lanyard. Someone's cut one. You know what I mean? Right, okay, we need that for the climber tomorrow. Yeah, it's so much stuff.
You've literally got a tick box. You've got like an A4 sheets, and you've got this every morning.
You got a list of stuff in that day. Yeah. Just to make sure that the tree game runs smooth in the morning.
But what people forget though, and I think this is the most important thing, is staying alive.
It's staying alive, and that is the thing. Like I feel like in the UK, the tree game isn't respected.
Yeah,
the safety. What goes into us, the customers just looks. We just jump up a tree. We just cut it down.
We've gone on socials before and we've said like these guys are hanging from ropes. Yeah. In adverse weather. Yeah. Trying to take down a tree. We've got to respect what these guys do before we get.
We was on a job last Wednesday, right? A sycamore tree taken down, and it was like sunny, hailstone, rain.
Yeah,
I was up a tree, up the sycamore, and there's like branches over the property. And we're rigging it, and the customers are looking outside through the window. Like I'm there, like stretching over this slippy sycamore, and then like rigged on there, like got this, and I'm like talking to lads, like, what do you reckon? Is the physics all right on that? Is it going to miss the house? Is it going to swing? Yeah. And then Josh goes, it needs to go a bit more. And you're like, I was like, look, so it's just like, you want me to go more?
I can't go any further.
I'm stretching as it is.
But people don't recognise.
But that's the thing. And then the rain is absolutely battering down on my shoulders. Yeah. And I get down at lunchtime, I am soaked. Yeah. I am completely soaked. And then like you can't just go. People say, "Oh, why don't you put a jacket on?" Mate, you're sweating. Yeah. You just got to go up your jumper sometimes.
You're exerting a lot of energy.
Yeah,
climbing. You're literally doing an Olympic sport.
And then you do the physics, and you're like, and it works. And you're like. And you get down, you're like, yeah, that's sound at least. But without danger that side, everything's easy now. Yeah.
But there's so much that goes into your job that people do not know outside of the forestry sector.
Yeah.
So and then they don't see the bit that it's not as simple as starting up a chainsaw, starting at the bottom, push the tree down.
No, there's so much thinking like before we climb a tree, we stand back, look at it, weigh it up for a good 10 minutes before we even start to put a harness on.
Risk assessment done.
Risk assessment, see what the scenarios are, see what's what. By the time you're doing that, then you're like looking at the time like, oh, it's 2:00. Right, we need to get out here for like, because I like to get the lads back to the yard for like 4:15, so they can go at 4:30.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, right, we've got all this. Oh my gosh, you're like, wow, this is. And then you're like, oh no, it's gonna be overtime. You think the lads looking at you going, don't want to be doing overtime, I want to be on. Don't want to be home in the pub or something, you know what I mean? And it's stressful.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, and then once I've done the job, back to yard, I'm at 4:30, the last one at the yard, 4:45. And I'm like, right, I've got 3 quarters to do now. And I'm not.
Once I've re-oiled the chainsaws, once I've done then
once everything's
needs to be done, cleared away,
sometimes
tidied.
We get in the morning, the lads get to yard and they just do the saws 5 to 10 minutes in the morning with the two saws with the vices and sharpen them up. I go, do my quotes, and you're just like, you've been out since say 6:30 in the morning, left your house on your driveway. You don't get back to that driveway for like last night. I did get into probably, I think it was around like 8:45 after doing my quotes. So you do a day's work.
It doesn't stop, does it?
It doesn't
After
stop.
8:45 as well.
And then you get a text message, oh, can we have this? And you're like, oh, you was meant to be coming. Oh, like last night, a customer rang me, was like, oh, you were meant to be at 30:30. I was like, I completely overlooked you. I'm sorry. It's not on purpose.
Yeah.
It's because my day is like rammed with so much thinking what's going on.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got 3 quotes to do this evening, right? It's something fantastic. I can go quote in the evening.
Yeah.
Okay, it's longer days.
But
I can have my weekends back.
Kids
I can
as
have-
well.
yeah,
and you're always offsetting that.
That's the thing. So my children, they don't see me 5 days a week. They don't
Yeah.
see me. They see me in the morning a little bit,
Yeah.
but in the evenings they don't see me.
'Cause you're not-
Saturday, Sunday, in summer I'm want to have weekends off to spend time with the family, and it gets to a point where you're just like, is it all worth it?
Yeah.
And it's really hard.
I mean, and it's interesting because we're talking about the quotes. Something I wanted to go back to because you were talking with me before. We're talking about quotes.
Yeah.
And when people look at you and you say it's going to cost X amount for the work, and it's that thing of you're just cutting a tree down. But we were talking about, because one thing that I've had recently, one of our suppliers down in the south, and he was the most stressed for about 2 or 3 weeks. And it wasn't about the tree cutting. It wasn't about machinery. The biggest headache he had was the traffic management on site, organising road traffic management, and actually all these factors that I don't think people see as being part of the job. That's where the money's going. It's not just going in your pocket. You're paying your stuff, but you've also got to pay for, the council have to sign off on you being able to close the road.
Just jump on it. Yeah.
No. So for you, what that actually leaves you where do you when you
so like you don't
want,
that's things. So like when a customer puts it on you, like you don't want to lose a job, but you just got to be firm. So like, yeah, you booked in, and you say like, oh, if they do get cancellation, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
But you guarantee you can't because that's planned job.
Yeah.
And there's so many factors. You've got the permits, you got your risk assessments, you got everything to go with the job to do the simple job. It will take a morning.
Yeah.
But you got 160 questions to answer.
Yeah.
And
people don't realise it.
You got like we did a job on Stanley Road in Hanforth, took 2 oak trees down. But like we got cherry picker there, we got the digger, the tractor unit. Say if it's like, for example, you're making money, but by the time you pay your traffic control like $2,000 for 2 days, plus VAT.
Yeah.
You got a cherry picker at say 500 quid to $1,000 for 2 days. Reductions. That profit margin from say $5,000 is going back down to 3.
Yeah.
Then you got your wages, you got your running costs, and you're like jobbing it off, and you're like, it gets scary. You think it'd be easy to just go work for someone.
Yeah, but you love it though, don't you?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Yeah. That's the thing. Like I wouldn't change it for anything else. I love the game.
Yeah,
and it's great, and that's why I do it.
I mean, we love being in the game. Like, there's never a dull day for us.
It's never. Every day's different. Every day's different. And there's new challenges, and it just works.
I remember I come out to see you, and we were talking on site, and I said to you, have you had any near-death experiences? And I remember you rang me a week after. When you were out.
So we was rigging, and then like the rope got binded on the block, and because what happened was it was like twisted, and because where the block was, it was in front of the bush. We couldn't see the block. We could see the block like on the side, but where it was ringing, it was like hidden. Yeah. So what happened? The rope got twisted. Anyways, it was like we need to get that untwisted because we've got this like 750 kilos of logs just hanging there, and you're like, right, we need to sort that. But what do? You can't just cut a rope because that log's gonna come crashing down and smash into someone's patio and cause tens of £1,000s worth of damage. So we have to like hold a rope, and when it releases, you just have to pray it works. So what happened was like it released, and next minute I'm there, it's coming out, it slipped off the block. I'm like burning my hands, rope burn. You know what I mean? It's just like that's the other side to it. The near misses, what you don't see.
But this happens to all tree surgeons out there.
It's so dangerous.
It's happening every day, isn't it?
It's like when I was in, we was working up in Poxrigley Hotel, up there, and we was taking out an ash tree, and I was rigging it. Done my physics, that's going to swing that way, right? Done my gob, done my back cut. it started to go. But then when it started to go,
It's swung the other way.
come back to me. The rope's like,
It's like a pendulum.
It was like there. The rope's there next to it. The rope's come to me, pulled me to the stem of the tree. Give me rope burn here, and I was like, but it was like trapping my neck, nearly killing me. And I'm like, I need to get some strength.
And just log as well.
Yeah, I need to get that rope and get some strength and pull it. I don't know where the strength came. I just literally pulled it. The lads on the ground go, they just like shocked what happened and going, is he all right?
People just don't know this part of the job, do they?
They think, that's the thing, and this is where the respect needs to come with us in the UK. Like, the general public needs to respect tree surgeons. Don't just look down at tree surgeons. Tree surgeons are quite a knowledgeable person. When you actually speak to them, like, there's not just, we're going to cut a tree now.
I've learned everything I know from tree surgeons. Yeah,
like, you might think, we're just cutting trees now, that's all we do. Yeah. But you see us do it that fast because we do it every single day. You know, it is interesting. It's hard, really.
But you got to factor in all these near-death experiences. You guys.
I think it's like the second most dangerous job you can do.
Yeah,
like it's up there.
Yeah. Who else? It's like the scaffolders or the people up on the high rise. You know, because it's that same thing. You're putting yourself at risk, high up. Yes, you've got safety equipment. Yeah, but safety equipment doesn't always. Safety equipment can fail. That's the thing. That is, and that's no one's fault, but it will fail. These sort of things. There's so many factors that could create a far worse outcome. And I guess the most important for you, which is why you have to be on it. And like you say before, so many tree surgeons we've met, we've talked to, and and they're the ones they've given us so much knowledge. Yeah. The guys where we were at a family fun day at college the weekend. And the guys there, I was still chatting to the guys. They weren't just students, but they were also guys who are still involved in the college. They do, they're still teaching. They're still there doing the, teaching the chainsaw, the rope, and that. But they were talking. I was talking to them, and they were saying, "Well, this is where we are," and explaining how all the roping had been done, how it was being done, so they could trap up the tree properly and climb. And you're like, well. I would not have thought of any of those things. You just said to me, I would not have thought of any of those points.
When the customer's like, "Have you ever fell out of a tree?" You look, you go, "No, I don't want to."
It's like when someone walks up to someone that's got a dog and they go, "Does the dog bite?" It's like, "Of course it bites. It's a dog."
You know what I mean? It's like, I won't be standing here if I fell out of a tree because I have a broken back, I'd be knackered, I won't be working. And that's the theory to it. Like, chainsaws, climbing trees is so dangerous. Like, you're up there with a chainsaw, like swinging around with a chainsaw, using the top hand with one hand sometimes because you have to.
Yeah.
If that slips and cuts your limb, you can't work. You physically can't. Yeah. You cut your hand.
And there's lads and lasses out there who've done this, who this has happened to.
And this has happened. Yeah. And then your business collapses because you can't go out and do the jobs. And it's just kind of, and it all falls back to the figures again. That's why you shouldn't underprice work. You got to respect the price and go with it. That is the nature of the game. And you just look at it that way sometimes. It is hard.
You devalue the business, devalue the service,
and your health and safety is going to drop. Your standards are going to drop. The lad's going to turn up in a pair of trainers. Chainsaw boots are 250 quid. Yeah. If you employ someone else, so let's say if we employ new staff, that new staff member's got to have chainsaw pants, helmet, boots. That's just for grounding. Yeah. You're paying, so boots are 250 quid. If you want to get the best helmet for them, so your health and safety is up there, standards there, 250 quid for your protest helmets. Plus your chainsaw pants are 300 quid. Just set up a staff member with the kit, you're looking like $1,000, aren't you?
Yeah, just from day one.
Just from day one.
Yeah.
And if they say, I'm going to leave in 6 months, you're like, I just
spent grand.
And just like, what?
I'm not just investing my time and my, I'm investing
in you as a career.
You financially to give you the best possible chance of succeeding.
To look after yourself and to make sure your safety's good.
Yeah.
So it is an interesting game. It's like.
And is that quite? Did you get that? Did you have that frustration? Something? Have you had that where you've had people come in and then go?
We get good lads. We do get good lads, and like we get lads who stick with us like 3-4 years, and it is good really.
How many lads you got working for you at the moment?
At the moment we've got 3 lads.
Have you?
3 lads full time on the books.
Yeah.
We subcontracting groundies sometimes, climbers. But
how would in where you are, where we've mentioned where you're working, how would a potential client get in contact with MH Treecare for their tree care work?
Google Cheshire Trees on Google,
Yep.
Tree Surgeons, Arborist, Instagram, TikTok, all platforms basically.
We'll put the link on. So
Yeah, local
link.
forms as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Facebook, I feel like Facebook is. People say, "Oh yeah, Facebook's a waste of time," but we've won some really good contracts through just be in the groups.
That's how I found you first time round, because it was MH Treecare.
Yeah.
That was last year.
That's the thing.
Where you are in Congleton,
That's
obviously that's where I'm from. So just looking at local areas, went, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
local forums, and then you do your jobs.
Yeah.
You get recommended.
Yeah.
And then it goes on public platform, and then they go, people hashtag us, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
And you just build that good reputation, and you got to keep. Once you get there, you got to keep that performance going. Now it's not. Oh yeah, we're up there. We're not up there. We're still in foundations.
Yeah.
We're still down here.
And so from there, what is for you for MH Treecare? What's the next step? Where's the growth? What's your plans? What you want
my
to do in
dream will
business?
be
TikTok.
that'd be easy money, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? My dream is get like 3 teams out, see where it goes. My next, like, my wife's going to kill me when I say this, but my next picture will be a bandit chipper, you know.
You know it's coming.
But that's our, we're at that stage now where we need a bigger chipper.
Yeah.
Like we've got a digger, tractor unit, site clearance work. When we do site clearance work, we're like, we need a bigger chipper. We got the 230s running flat out.
You won't be going over the canal to get that in, will you? With
That's the thing, you know what I mean? But like,
I can't believe you just dropped that on a podcast. The missus is not having the extension now. We're having a new chipper.
But no, we
Extension.
We want a new house. Our house is great where we live in, but we wish it was bigger.
Yeah.
But we've got 2 kids, and they're going to grow the room, so we need a bit more space. But it's just
the bandit chipper will make the money to pay for the.
this is what I keep trying to say. But she's,
I said to my wife this morning, we were sat down.
Speculate to accumulate. That's what they say.
yeah, that's what I say. You got to spend to accumulate.
We were sat down at the table this morning, the kids were having breakfast, and we were talking about this today. And my wife said to me, lad, who's 9, she went, yeah, have you got any questions for your dad that you can speak to Mark about today on the podcast? And she went, ask him what his favourite tree is. So I said to Zach, I said, what's your favourite tree, Zach? And he went, poetry. I was like, what?
What? Bless him.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But yeah, the kids, we had the kids here at Family Fun Day, and my youngest...
It's great, a great big
It was the first time he'd roped up. He loves climbing anyway.
Yeah.
But it's the first time he roped up where he had his foot in the rope, and he was climbing, moving the rope up, moving the foot up, climbing up, moving the foot up, and he's just bought into it massively. He loves it. Any tree he sees, he straight up.
My little lad, he loves coming to the yard. Like, he goes to school like, Daddy, I've climbed a tree after school. Mummy's in the playground, I'm like, I climbed a tree. I'm like, I just say to him, don't just do it, but be careful. Like, don't go crazy. Do it right. And he just loves the tree game. Like, he loves the diggers, loves the tractor units, loves the chainsaws. But he's around it. But he's in the yard. He's not on the job or nothing. It's just like at weekend he comes to the yard. We do a bit of maintenance at weekend, and he just loves being around it. Like, very practical. Like, he's just gets involved.
Yeah,
that's it. My 8-year-old's going to be the same.
And it's just like it's a mega like
machinery.
Like he's built little lad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know he was just start pulling sticks around the yard and just moving stuff and he's climbing log pile like doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you are thinking about starting up as a tree surgeon, listen and watch this podcast.
Yeah. Like literally, it is good. It's good.
And if you're just looking at who you use as tree surgeons, understand the work that they do and appreciate what goes into it's not just the tree surgery. There's a lot more around.
There's a lot more. It's not just cut, like we don't just cut trees down. We maintain trees. We do crown reductions.
Yeah,
we got to have the art to it. You got that eye for the game.
You still do hedge cutting.
Hedge cutting. Garden maintenance, like we have to put that on the truck as a garden maintenance because we do shrubs.
Yeah.
Hedge cutting.
Yeah.
People just think you should
stump grinding.
You know what I mean? Stump grinding, flailing.
This is all part
tractor units with flails and toppers and stuff, that kind of thing.
This is all part of MH Treecare.
That's the thing with our service, what we do, but it's like you've got to do all those services to keep the flowing of it. You know, the crown reductions come in where I like doing crown reduction because you look at a tree where it's all going out of shape and it's all going here, and you put it into a nice lollipop.
Yeah.
And that's the art to it. And you walk away from it, and you're driving around that weekend. And you say, I've done that treatment.
Yeah.
The kids in the car.
Yeah.
And then the wife's there like, All right, okay. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
We do this every time we go out.
They're like,
Why
literally,
don't
like,
ours look like this at home?
I go on holiday and I'd be like, hey, look at that. Then. So actually, where you're like, that'd be cool to climb, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you go on walks at weekends to natural trust places like Trentford Gardens, like there's a massive pine tree. I'm like, wow, I want to climb that.
Yeah.
And you be driving down the road as you go into jobs, you're looking at trees and you're thinking, oh, that'd be nice like that. You know what I mean, that the passion to it comes out, and you got to have the passion to keep yourself going.
So thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Which is brilliant. If you are thinking of starting out as a tree surgeon, please watch the podcast. If you can help us out to allow us to keep doing these podcasts, if you can like and subscribe to the channel, it's available on YouTube. It's called Chipping Away. Jump on, have a watch of this podcast, but follow us on other channels as well through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Follow
MH Treecare.
MH Treecare. Follow them.
Northwest.
Facebook, Instagram, Northwest.
There you go.
Northwest.
Have a
So,
watch.
yeah, cheers, Mark. Thanks so much for coming in, mate. It's been
Thanks,
really
mate.
good.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers, lads.